sinners, and saints. Dust off those horns and halos. It's time for Alan After Dark.
Well, I gotta tell you, I sure as hell stepped in it last week, didn't I? It didn't take 5 seconds for some of my friends to kick me in the balls, metaphorically speaking, and let me have it about last week.
For real?
Remember the segment I was talking about? A guy that I know who changes his voice to make it deeper, and I was questioning the reason why. And then I segued into our physical looks and why would someone do plastic surgery? You know, does it make you more confident in yourself or more cynical of others? And while I thought the observations were accurate, I was quickly reminded that I too change my looks by coloring my beard every 3 weeks or so. While I have to say that the reason I color my beard is because I don't want gray hair, but it's also because I love the color that I've chosen. I love being ginger. I'm not trying to judge anybody, really. I'm just curious as to why someone would feel the need to change the tone of their voice. I get that some people do have plastic surgery and do other things to physically alter their looks, and it makes them feel better. I've also talked about celebrities and pop stars who go overboard with their plastic surgery as if it's an addiction of some kind. But either way, if it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. If you want to change anything about yourself because you want to and not because you're feeling pressure from somebody else, by all means, I think you should do it 10 times over. Whatever makes you feel good about yourself is okay, as long as you're not relying on other people and their opinions to dictate what you do and how you feel. Man, fuck them. If somebody is trying to drag you down, make you feel bad about yourself, just get rid of them. Fuck them. God, that's negativity you don't need in your life. We've all seen people who seem to be controlled by others. Other people dictate to them how they should live, how they should behave, where they should go, what they should do. And that's not living. That feels like a form of slavery. Definitely emotional cruelty. So, fuck them. So anyway, how we doing? Sinners, saints, bitches, whores, sluts, skanks, pole smokers, ass lickers, butt munchers. I hope you're feeling well. I hope you're feeling sexy. I'm hoping you're living your best life and living the dream. I wish I was, but I'm not. However, I did have a small amount of pleasure this week. Once again, my crush. He had to come talk to me about a very important business problem that we're having. And while I always try to maintain eye contact, I can't help it sometimes. My eyes wander like a coyote across the desert all around him. And he really upped the tension with me this past week when, as he's discussing the problem with me, he decides to slide his left hand into his jeans pocket and play pocket pool. Jesus.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, wait. Some of you don't know what pocket pool is?
No.
I thought it was pretty apparent, but anyway, I'll explain. Basically, it's a way to sometimes disguise what you're doing. When he put his hand in his pocket, he started playing with his wiener. Sometimes guys will put their hand in their pockets to scratch an itch. Either way, it does look like you're playing with yourself, and I don't mind. I suppose most of the world knows that this weekend is the 250th anniversary of the establishment of the United States of America as a country. But to be quite honest, most of us in the USA aren't so excited about celebrating it because of the orange turd and his desire to make it all about him, which is fucking bullshit. But anyway, this is not going to be about Independence Day necessarily, but I was reading through comments on several Facebook pages that were commenting about gay pride. And one asshole was criticizing the gay community, saying that we should be united, that we have to be the same. We can't be different and stay as a strong union. And I don't know, I wanted to laugh, I wanted to cry, then I wanted to scream and yell. One of the things about the United States has always been our diversity. I don't understand why people that are so anti-immigration, anti-gay, anti-women, I just don't understand how they can't figure this out yet. How they don't understand that diversity has always been a strength. It is people that are different coming together, showing that differences can be celebrated and can be used to strengthen a union, a nation. I really don't understand how they can accept in their mind that we celebrate both, being a country and being different. Why does he think that? It seems so naive to even think it, much less say it. Look at how many religions are practiced in the United States. They're certainly not the same, but are you saying that all religions can't come together as one and work together if need be? If so, it's not the nation that's the problem, it's religion that's the problem. In the gay community, we're willing to work with anybody who accepts us. It's not us that's the problem, it's those who won't accept us as equals. They are the problem. By treating everybody equally, they view it as being divisive. And quite simply, as I've said before, they simply want everybody to cater to their wishes, their wants. They want the world to be as they see it, and anything outside of that is unacceptable. That's why people from different countries are unacceptable, gay people are unacceptable, because it doesn't work in their mind that we can be equal. They are conditioning themselves to believe that as a white person, and in particular, white, hetero male, that you are the superior. In the United States, about 20 to 25% of our military are minorities, people of color, women, immigrants who have come to the United States and become citizens. And under this administration, they're purging the military of people of color, of women, and immigrants, leaving virtually only white men left. Well, guess what? White men are the ones least likely to want to fight. So what are you going to do? When you start seeing your numbers in the military decline to a point of concern, why would a person of color, a gay person, a woman, a person of a different culture even want to enlist now? Because you know how you're going to be treated. I guess racism and bigotry is really short-sighted, isn't it? They don't really comprehend the value and worth and just the necessity of having people of different cultures, religions, sexual orientations, genders. You get a perspective that might be a perspective of enlightenment. Trust me, if white straight men had all the answers, the world wouldn't be in the fucked up mess that it is, would it? I guess I wonder when in this country, if they were able to purge every immigrant and every gay person out of the country, who would they blame next? At some point, you have to start really using your common sense and asking the questions. If the community where you live is getting worse, it's probably the ones who represent you in government that are making it worse. And if it's been Republicans that have controlled your community for decades, it's time to think that maybe they're the problem. Don't you think? I think so. And the thought that the United States of America would not be welcoming to people of other countries, people in need, it's just astounding to me. We always bragged about being the great melting pot, that anybody from anywhere could come here and have a better life. But straight white men want to make it clear that only they're going to be allowed to have the perfect life. It doesn't make for a positive future for this country, that's for sure. I gotta say, it doesn't give me confidence that we are going to have a united nation very much longer. People are so stupid these days. Or maybe they always have and I just never noticed before. But I really do think, and I think I've mentioned this before, I think the COVID pandemic messed with our brains. I think something went wrong there and it changed society forever. For example, I'm in the car going down the street. I'm approaching an intersection with traffic lights. The lights are green, but I have to turn left, so I'm getting in the left turn lane. And as I'm approaching it, the light turns yellow and then red, and I stop. Well, the guy behind me starts wailing on his horn and yelling obscenities, screaming at me to go on. I'm pointing at the traffic light and yelling back, "The light is red. It's red, you idiot. It's red. Look." And he finally shut up. But I'll let you in on a little tip. Of course, him being a man, he was not going to let go of the grudge. So when I turned, he is right on my bumper and he jerks it over to the right lane. He is coming up fast beside me. And I know he's going to want to stick his hand out the window and shoot me the bird. So as long as there's nobody else behind you, allow them to catch up with you. They're going that fast speed, and you just simply tap on your brakes, and they go flying by you, and they have to go on. It's a hoot and a half. I busted out laughing when he went zipping on by. Couldn't believe what I did. He had to go on with his day and let go of his vindictive behavior. Obviously, I haven't because I'm telling all of you about it. But what was in his mind to think that I could run that red light? I mean, maybe he didn't see that it was red. I don't know, but I kept pointing that it's red, and it clearly was, because if it wasn't, I would have gone. But all of us have had those moments, haven't you? I have, where you just kind of, I don't know, zone out or something, and you can see the light turning green, and you just don't go, and your mind wanders or something, and somebody taps their horn at you, and you're like, "Oops, sorry, my bad." And just get on with your day and apologize. But these people behaving like they have every right to insult you because you're obeying traffic laws, I don't even know what to think. Well, yeah, I do. I think that the orange turd has made this whole country stupid. His IQ would lower the national average by probably 50 to 100 points.
Yes, I believe you.
I know that you probably shouldn't mock a poor, elderly man with dementia, but the asshole has it coming. Jesus. We're seeing in real time people that are in a cult. It's just the most bizarre thing to me. Isn't it just crazy how they act like he is God and they forgive anything he does? They accept anything he says as biblical, as if he is the smartest person on the planet, when it's clear that he is the dumbest person to ever walk in political circles. He is the example of what's wrong with the United States. He is showing the world how stupid we really are, and there's no way around it. Maybe that was COVID as well. Maybe COVID turned people's brain to mush, and they think that people that are smart are stupid, and people that are stupid are smart. I mean, if it's really just to own us liberals, as they say, boy, they could have found different ways to do that because they basically have shot themselves in the foot. And that's kind of fucked up. While it is Independence Day weekend here in the States, for us, we have a bear night this weekend, and I'm so excited about it. I'm hoping to see some new faces and all the old faces back again. I'm hoping for some dick, to be quite honest. The only ones I've seen are in my porns. It would be nice to see one in real life. It's been a while. Oh, except for the other day when I had just finished using the bathroom and I was washing my hands. This guy comes running in, pants unzipped, underwear down, schlong flopping around as he raced to the urinal. How did I forget that? I don't know, but he must have been desperate. He was afraid he wasn't going to get his pants down in time to piss. So I guess I have to take that back. I did see a partial image of it, but that moment was so quick that I didn't get a good look at it. And I really did just glance over at the door when it come flying open like that. So I really didn't get the best look at it. Well, I mean, I got a good enough look to know what it was, for sure. But Jesus help me. I need some bathroom encounters. I really do. That's one of my fetishes, sinners and saints. I guess it's because the first gay porn that I saw, the first scene was a glory hole scene. And I've had a fascination with that ever since. And I know I'm not getting in that tonight. We've talked about it before. But also one of the clubs in my heyday, even one of the owners said he was happy that we were hooking up in the men's room in the stalls because we were safer there than maybe out in the parking lot or somewhere else. And it was fun. It was hot. It may sound kind of disgusting and everything, but it wasn't. Some of the hottest guys in this town I hooked up with in a men's room.
Oh my God.
And I told you all before, if you were worried about getting caught, you just pretended like you had just snorted some cocaine when it come out of the stall.
Oh my God.
You were just blowing a dick, but you wanted everybody else to think that you were just doing drugs. How fucked up was that? But that's how our society was at the time. I guess people were worried about having a bad reputation, but the thing is, that men's room at that club is the stuff of legend. Everybody knew what went on in there. It was iconic. I mean, it wasn't like a full-on orgy out in the front of everybody. You had to be in a stall, and it was great. It was an amazing way. If you had that type of fantasy, you could live it out right there over and over again. But then again, too, I have to say, there were a couple of times where I got my ego stomped on, spit on, not in a good way, and kicked out the door. I guess in that kind of environment, people are more direct. And sometimes that can be hurtful. If they don't want you, if you've had a lot of success in that men's room, and then somebody sneers at you and turns you down, doesn't feel so good, you know? But it was also a great way to keep your sexuality secret. It was a don't ask, don't tell kind of environment too. That was part of its charm as well. You knew that whatever happened in there usually stayed in there. People did not spread gossip because we all wanted it to continue. If it developed a reputation of like people being talked about, gossiped about for being in the men's room and sucking dick, and they knew that you were the one telling people, you were not going to get any action after that. Guys became aware of you and your loose lips and wouldn't hook up with you anymore. So you would be out. We all knew that kind of situation. So you kept your mouth shut when it comes to telling people who you were hooking up with. And that would still apply today. I mean, I don't see why that would have changed ever. I mean, I know that's the principle, the philosophy on the hookup apps. It's a way to hook up and stay in the closet or keep your own secrets. Nobody has to know. And again there, if someone was to start exposing you, telling on you, saying this guy, who you are and everything, then that person would develop the reputation and people wouldn't want to hook up with you. Part of successfully hooking up is being able to maintain those secrets. And sinners and saints, I really do miss those nights. Those really were the good old days. Can you believe it? Here we are again at the end of another episode of Allen After Dark. I really can't believe how fast time flies when we're having so much fun, or when I'm pissed off and bitter. Either way, it's a good time, right? But as always, remember, take life by the balls and be real. We'll see you soon.